Hello and welcome to this week's episode of 9 to 5 Nerds with Robert Swathwood, Corey Urkel.
Hello.
And this week's guest is Brian Pasquime.
Hi there.
I do have a new segment I want to do, but I know what Brian's topic is, so we're going to talk about that first.
Do you have a name for your topic so I can get excited? Is it
No.
balls to the walls?
Yeah, no. You'll see. It's nothing special. It's just basically filler fluff stuff for when we aren't reviewing something. So,
Oh, God.
but I made it because I want to talk about something, but the segment won't be specific to what I want to talk about today, and it'll just be in general. But Sony's announcement today, Brian.
So Sony announced that Tom Hardy will be playing Venom in their standalone movie. It comes out next year.
Next year?
It was 2018.
Wow, that's pretty quick.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
This a Marvel produced?
It's a Sony movie.
Sony
No, but I
produced.
mean, okay, what do you call what Spider-Man is now?
That's a Sony Marvel partnership. This is not.
This will not have any Marvel, anything, you don't think?
No.
Oh. Well, I'm not excited then. No. That's cool.
I think Tom Hardy lends legitimacy. Plus, the director is the director of Zombieland, who I also like.
What else has he done?
I looked it up earlier, and since Zombieland, I mean, he's had fairly decent, a lot of TV, but I really like Zombieland a lot, and Tom Hardy does. He doesn't really do terrible movies. Can you think of one off the top of your head that's like bad? I didn't see that one with him and Chris Pine where it was like
Oh, it was entertaining.
they went after the same girl or something, but
I haven't watched a lot of Tom Hardy movies. I didn't see the one where he played twins or...
Twin.
I didn't see that either, but that looked really good.
I remember watching a scene from on the internet. You know,
What was that one?
it was like British gangsters, and one was Psycho.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what it is.
So I can't say I've seen. I mean, I can't remember the last Tom Hardy movie I watched.
Have you seen Bronson?
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
watched
watched
it
Bronson.
before he really got famous. I thought it was a weird movie.
I watched the first 5 minutes and I turned it off.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not like...
I don't think you could really judge anything by the first 5
Yeah,
minutes.
well, I was 2 movies deep today already, so I just stopped.
Well, I mean, obviously,
If you want to see his dong, watch Bronson.
oh, yeah.
obviously, Inception's not a Tom Hardy movie, but he was good in it. He was good in Warrior.
Very good in Warrior.
He was good in that movie with Shia LaBeouf. It was a really good movie. It was about
The boozing.
yeah, it
movie.
was about the moonshine.
I can't say... Speaking of, okay, the last movie I watched with him is Mad Max.
Mad Max
And
was
that's
great.
That's
That was
like my favorite
excellent.
movie. So, yeah, I'm not saying bad actor. I mean, I was going to say, just him being Venom, so he's going to be a cool villain, but in Dark Knight Rises, that was like the best part of it. So
Was
the rest
him?
of the movie could suck. I'm not saying Dark Knight Rises is a shitty movie. It is the weakest of that trilogy.
Yeah.
So as badass as he could be with Venom, who knows how the rest of the movie's going to fucking be.
I never watched The Revenant. Was he good in The Revenant?
Yes,
Yeah,
The
everybody
Revenant
knows.
was an excellent
Okay.
movie, and
you didn't watch that?
he was he actually is kind of like half off topic. He reminded me a lot of my dad, like the way my dad acts.
In that movie?
Yeah,
Did your dad leave you for dead?
yeah, you could probably say that.
Lawless was the movie I was talking about.
Lucy?
Lawless.
Not
Yeah.
Lucy Lawless.
No,
Just
no,
Lawless.
sorry, he wasn't in Lucy either, Robert. The one with Scarlett Johansson.
The only Eddie Brock that I know of that I followed at all was the animated series. So I don't know if they're pulling from a different source of this.
Does it matter?
Probably not. It's just that I look
Might
at the
help.
tall blonde, like kind of reminds me of I don't know, the guy that played Flash in the first Spider-Man movie. That's married to the lady from Modern Family.
The guy that's supposed to play Deathstroke?
Yes. So that's where I look at him and I think of Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock was blonde, if you're going off of that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That kind of person.
I just think big guy.
How tall is Tom Hardy?
5'9",
No idea.
5'10". But I mean, he was Bane, and Bane was gigantic,
Yeah.
and I mean, he was huge in Bronson. So I mean, I just think of like muscular guy. I don't think of anybody to be tall. Robert Downey Jr. is not tall.
No.
I mean, I don't think you really need to be tall. And as far as Venom goes, I mean, he's been one of my top 2 favorite characters before I really, really got back into comics.
They should have cast Matt Sweeney. That's big.
That guy is big. What was he, 6'6", we said? 6 something?
Something like that. He's awesome. I hope he's in more. Sorry.
But,
Sidetrack.
Eddie Brock was Venom, and then it was Matt Gargan. And what... Thunderbolts?
That's the only actual comic I've read with him. probably.
So
But
when
I
Eddie-
can't remember who was.
So I
who
can't.
it was.
I think the symbiote left Eddie Brock because he got cancer,
It sounds like legit.
and then there was the anti-venom in Amazing Spider-Man, and then the symbiote went to Matt Gargan when they were in the Thunderbolts or the Dark Avengers or whatever they were doing at the time. He was
Right.
Matt Gargan is Scorpion,
I was gonna say the name sounds familiar. I thought he was another.
Yeah.
villain.
and then current. I don't know if it's current or if they ended it, but Flash Thompson is a war veteran. He lost, I think, both his legs. The symbiote adapted to him, and they basically used him as like a special ops military person who they drop in and take care of like stuff. But I don't know if it's launched or if it's about to launch. But Eddie Brock for the first time, and I don't know, somewhere between 5 and 10 years is going to be Venom again, and he's getting his own series. And I have the first appearance of Venom. It's depending on who you want to talk to, Amazing Spider-Man $299 or $300. And I've read all the Lethal Protector stuff. I have a huge box of Venom comics, so I'm pretty excited. The fact that Tom Hardy is going to be Eddie Brock and not somebody else is very cool.
So, let me rewind. This is a standalone Venom movie?
That's what the description was. Yes.
Okay, so it's not a Spider-Man 2.
No. And it was announced by Sony Pictures, so I mean it's official
Yeah.
news.
So it's not. Let me just reiterate.
excited
It is
are you?
not Zac Efron.
Was that a rumor?
That was an April Fool's that I brought up on the podcast a while back.
Oh, okay. Is that exciting to have, like, okay, so Spider-Man, in a way, just got rebooted. I mean, I guess.
No, it's
yeah. And
fair.
so the second movie in this reboot is a villain story? Is that...
It's going to be separate because it's not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I know that's
Yeah, but Spider-Man's
kinda
going to
shitty.
still exist. You don't think this Venom's going to match up with that Spider-Man?
no,
Oh.
I don't.
Is there any other Venom origin story that doesn't involve the photography aspect and Eddie Brock not liking Peter Parker?
No idea.
I
assume
think that's
Not
gotta
that I
be
know
it.
of. Oh well, no. In the well, they could just have it come down from space and just not do the entire Spider-Man part.
Okay.
You know, it came down with J. Jonah Jameson Jr.
Uh huh.
out of space, so they could just use that it's extraterrestrial, terrestrial. Thank you, and go that
Footage.
route. Footage. Go that route instead of it adapting. But then, how would it be comparable to Spider-Man? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, in your eyes, if they did show a Spider-Man cameo, like Suicide Squad had a Batman cameo, you think it would be another
oh
Spider-Man?
no, that might be. I guess. Yeah, I thought you meant like them matching up together, as in like a movie where they're the main characters.
Like, I would
No.
think the actor, I don't know his name, you might recall, for Spider-Man.
Tom Holland,
Yeah. I think Tom Holland might have a cameo in the
possibly,
Venom movie.
because I mean, Sony still does own the character.
Right. And I figure, why would you not do that? Like, it seems like a waste of time.
Yeah.
Not to.
Seems like a lost opportunity.
Yeah. But I hope it does well, because none of their plans have really,
Panned out.
at all, except, hopefully,
You haven't seen any of the Amazing Spider-Mans
Homecoming.
with Garfield.
no, but I've not seen them. I know
They don't pan out.
Two and out. It's not really panning out.
The first one is really good. I'd say the first Amazing Spider-Man is better than the previous three with Tobey Maguire, just because Andrew Garfield was a much better Peter Parker.
When I watch it, I can guarantee I'm going to not... Like, it's... Spider-Man, the first trilogy, like, it'll be nostalgic, kind of. So I doubt it's going to anything to replace it, but I heard it wasn't a bad movie, and I'm probably, I'll probably feel the same way.
You would put Amazing Spider-Man above Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock?
Yeah.
You see, in my mind, I can't imagine what would go above that. Like, that was... But it is so cheesy. I know,
It is.
But
Well, I mean, superhero movies are in a much different place now than they were then. That was super cheesy.
it went through waves. It was like cheesy, then really gritty, and now it's kind of coming back. I mean,
Yeah.
movies that try to be super gritty just to be gritty now, like
It doesn't pan out.
Batman vs Superman, that tone was way off. It
Yeah.
should have. Oh, I don't know. A lot of things, but
Okay, so here's a good question. Are we going to get any indication of Carnage in this? Are we going to meet Cletus Cassidy? Are
I
they
don't
gonna
like
hint?
Carnage at all,
No?
so I don't care.
Okay.
yeah, that's the end credit sequence. You haven't heard?
Yeah, that's probably what it'll be.
So he's in the cell, and then you have...
I'm surprised
Cassidy on the
they were
side.
able to get Tom Hardy to do it. Does not seem like something that he...
Dude, comic book money? You want to get in on that. Every actor wants to get in on that.
Well, I guess he did Bane, but I mean, it just seems that he does more...
Seems like he's an actor who does what he wants to do.
It seems more. He seems to do more obscure.
You're such a child, Robert. I told you. You do the dramatic picture, then you do the artsy picture.
Then you do the one because you know your friend. No, it seems like he does more obscure stuff, and Venom was as popular as Spider-Man for a long time. Do you know how Venom came to be? Like, not as in his origin stories, but like he was a fan-made character, and he was bought by Marvel for like $100 or something. And,
Poor sap.
yeah, now he's been one of the most popular villains in the Spider-Man stable.
Who's more popular?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, long term, you got like,
All of his villains are popular, but I can't think of one more.
Spider-Man's stable is only rivaled by Batman. Batman and Spider-Man have the two biggest.
Oh yeah, I could name at least 12 villains from each one, probably. Yeah. Whereas, I don't know, like Captain America's got like 3.
X-Men has a few good ones. Fantastic Four has Doctor Doom, and that's
like the one on
Galactus?
Yeah, I would say Galactus.
What's the
if you count Silver
Skrull?
Surfer?
What's the name
Super
of that?
Skrull.
The Skrulls.
That's
Silver Surfer.
So, I mean, I'm just saying every franchise doesn't have a couple good ones, but I think there's a lot to choose from.
I mean, with Spider-Man, you have the Goblins. You have Kraven.
Every animal.
You could go
vultures, lizards,
Rhino.
Fucking drafts, and rhinos, and...
I wonder how many, like, past Rhino, Scorpion...
I think all of them are, like, almost animal-related. I mean, except save Goblin, but... I mean...
Oh, there's the Jackal.
I guess Mysterio?
Mysterio isn't...
No.
Hydra Man. Sandman. I don't...
Which one's the Cobra one? There's Shocker?
Yeah.
He's in that. He's in the next Spider-Man.
Is he?
Haven't you seen have you seen the trailers?
Yeah.
So where he has it on his gloves and he knocks him into the...
Corey knows the entire plot from beginning to end of that movie.
I don't know if you were around. I said it's just...
It wasn't around. It was on a podcast.
Trailers. Yeah, I don't know if you were on them.
I don't think he was on that one.
Trailers just show so much content nowadays. So.
Yeah. Are they doing anything in relation to building this up to, like, for this Spider-Man Homecoming? Or are they adding anything that's going to build into the Thanos showdown?
I don't know.
I would put money that no.
Dr. Octopus.
Yeah, Doc Ock. I guess Sandman's not a creature.
I always liked Hobgoblin. I always thought he was just kind of cool. And it's interesting because each one of these villains, there's maybe like 2 to 4 iterations of the character. Like, how many people have been Green Goblin? How many people have been Hobgoblin?
Yeah. Lizard.
So. Kingpin?
Kingpin's a
Daredevil.
Yeah.
Between him and Batman, I wonder how many, like, are animal. Like, so you got, for Batman, there's bats, there's penguin.
Catwoman.
Cats. Like, I think all the animals...
Professor Pig.
Yeah.
Mothman, Firefly.
I think all of them are going to be covered in the spectrum between those two properties.
The picture they have of Chameleon here is his right hand is the Hulk, his right part of his torso is Hawkeye, his right part of his face is Chameleon, the left side is Nick Fury, then his shoulder is Spider-Man, and his other hand is metal, maybe it's War Machine, and part of him's Black Widow, part of it's a suit. It actually looks pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool, because it's separated behind bars.
Yeah.
So every
quadrant
is different.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know who that is. I guess I should stop looking at this because people can't see what I'm looking at. Alistair Smythe.
Is that the guy that made the spider robots?
Yeah.
I always liked that arc in the animated series. He kept making the three bigger spider robots. It was fun.
We talk about the Incredibles?
No, we're not talking about the Incredibles.
You could be.
That giant ball that walked like a...
Yeah, I remember. When does that second one come out? Next year?
No, I don't think it's next year. I think it's like 19 or 20.
Ugh.
Long time.
Yeah.
I just watched Finding Dory again. It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen it at all?
Better than the first one?
It's equally as good. It's the same thing as Guardians.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen it.
It had just as much heart. It was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like so many Pixar movies behind.
Yeah. So I drive around all day now, and I'm by myself, so I just have time to think.
All by myself.
I sing that a lot while I'm out. But I figured a good jumping off thing. I don't want to do it every week because it would get repetitive. but it's what you playing, what you watching. Like just I have something that I just started watching that I know you guys aren't watching, so I wanted to talk about it. But you guys play video games more than I do, so I mean, if I said what are you playing right now, my thing would be Breath of the Wild for the next 2 months. I played more yesterday. I was messing around with that
Dungeon.
elephant.
Yeah.
And then I was like, the kids were bothering me. I was like, go away. And they didn't go away, so I had to turn it off.
So you're inside of the...
Yeah, I got 2 of the podium things.
How many are there? 4?
I think there's 5.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Like, it's more like puzzle. There aren't that many enemies actually in there. Save
Yeah.
for the
Well, I was
boss.
looking at some like pointers and stuff, and it's like, make sure you take all your food and all your arrows. And there's no bad guys in here except for those
It's
little
not
eyes.
that bad.
Yeah, I was like, this is stupid. I was getting frustrated with I was running out of arrows to shoot the ice before you get inside of
You
it.
don't have to... I didn't use arrows.
What'd you use?
If you use the ice power, you can break them.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I'd use the ice power so much in the game beforehand
Uh-huh.
that, if you aim your pointer at an ice block, you can destroy your own. So when I see an ice come, you're like, oh, I wonder if I could do it. And
didn't do that.
it was a point of like genuine like yes, I figured something out. Like, and that whole sequence was awesome.
Yeah.
Like
I
circling
started
around,
running out of arrows.
and the guy like that's actually voice acting for it. Like, we've got to go in now. All right.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so sick. It's like a fucking set piece moment in a Zelda game, But that's cool.
It's a fun game. I stumbled upon that quest by accident. I was trying to do like side quests and just walk around. And I was like, oh, there's this fish person out in the middle of nowhere. He needs some help. I was like, okay, I'll help this fish person.
Did you go up the tower? The first thing I did was go up the tower, and the guy's like, hey, my prince is down there.
No, I found the prince first. Well, I found somebody else that was... No, they were... I was on one of those towers where it Assassin's Creed's it.
Yeah. That's,
And there was a fish guy up there.
yeah, you try to yell down, like, I'm
Yeah.
stuck up
so
here.
I flew down
Yeah,
and I talked to him, and that's how I went up there.
yeah.
And it was a pain in the ass for me because I shouldn't be in that area.
That was one of the most linear segments of the game because, so far, to get to there, because it's raining constantly. So,
Yeah.
like, the game prevents you from climbing. So you have to follow the path and fight a bunch of enemies with electric arrows. And so that was...
I did a lot of sneaking and hiding behind trees.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That was the first place I went. And then towards the main, I was like, oh, this is so, like, awesome looking. Just canals, everything's flowing water.
Does it bother you that all the weapons break?
I did at first because I didn't know what was going on. I was like, why are these breaking? This is a good sword. I need to repair it. But
I think it adds to the game.
Ultimately, I think it does too, but if I find something I really like, I'm kind of bummed. Do you have any favorites? Like, do you have...
I try to keep one of every elemental weapon.
Okay.
If you use, like, you don't go on there, but a flame weapon on, like, an ice enemy, like an ice Keese or an ice Lizarphos, they instantly die.
Same thing with the ones that jump around and shoot stuff at you. They hop around in midair. The little lizard things.
Exactly. You hit them with the opposite element. So one of those, so whether it be, like, spear, I like better, but also if it's wand. And for one, I like to kill choo-choos that way because it drops... Have you ever... You know what choo-choo is? The jelly guy?
okay.
Have you ever seen a fire one or an ice one?
I've seen an ice one.
And you've seen a regular one?
Yeah.
If you kill him with an ice weapon, it'll drop ice choo-choo candy.
I have this like bent looking. It's not a boomerang, but it's this bent looking thing.
Probably is a
Got it from the Lizalfos?
I don't know. No, because there one said boomerang. This didn't say boomerang on it. It's like a bent blade,
Oh,
and it attacks fast like a sword.
is it a sickle?
Maybe it is a sickle.
Have you ever had a human try to fight you?
Oh,
Okay, you have. That's funny. You'll. It's a little cute thing, but you have a bent blade, bent forward,
Yeah.
huh? Like the guy from the Mummy, the Egyptian guy, or the.
I don't
They
know.
had
what you're
bent.
talking
I
about.
remember thinking that was cool.
doesn't it bend like this, and then you swing it, and it goes this way?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's just I think the Lizalfos have, and they drop them.
Okay, not the try one, the double. Because
It's just a blade that's like at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, I thought it had like 2 little spikes on it.
I don't know, but it was fun
Liz
to fight with.
dropped it. And there are boomerang. Like you've thrown
Yeah,
a
I've
boomerang.
had a boomerang.
Have you had a giant one yet?
No.
Those things are awesome.
I don't think I've had one either. I haven't played that game in a
You
while.
ever had a giant boomerang?
No.
It's a 2-handed weapon.
Is that what
No.
you're still playing?
Yeah, it's just I haven't played it in a few days. I held off. I told you I bought. Did I tell you? I bought. I told Brian or somebody. No. Amiibos.
Mm-hmm.
like 5 of them.
Yeah, you bought them on Etsy or something?
Yeah,
You didn't tell me.
5 of them are functional in the game, and they can unlock like new outfits or weapons that are only from the amiibos.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know this?
Yeah, I have 2 of them. I have him with the arrow and then the big guardian.
Neither of those will give you special things. They will drop a treasure chest in the game.
I don't use them. I just like the figures.
Okay. I would like it too, but all of them are not available like in stores, and you have to pay a premium price on like Amazon for them. Whether it's double what the market value, $30 a figure, 29, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But the actual ones that like if you want the Ocarina of Time outfit, or the Deity Link from Majora's Mask, which actually that figure's not even out yet, you have to spend like $80 on a figure that people hoard. So,
you think I just think they're going to release that as DLC at some point.
Maybe I don't know, because the way that you get them in the game, people will be pissed off. Is it like a chance of them dropping randomly? You could use Amiibo once a day. So if I spent 60 days trying to get this outfit, and then they just announced. I mean, they did announce a DLC with different outfits.
Yeah.
But not the ones from these Amiibos.
Well, I was mad when I spent 6 months unlocking all the codes in GoldenEye, and then you found out later on that you could just put in buttons. You remember that?
No, what was the deal?
So back in GoldenEye, you had to unlock all the cheats and like the paintball mode and all this.
Yeah.
You had to speed run everything.
You had to do every level. Yeah.
And then like 6 years later, they came out and said, "Oh yeah, here's button combinations to unlock everything." And this isn't a patch. They couldn't patch a Nintendo 64 game,
because
so
all of them had cheat codes for everything.
It just existed.
Yeah, well, there was like secret level in that game. I mean, too, or a secret. There was a secret game hidden within that in the ROMs file. That was whatever. That's what it is.
Do you like energy weapons?
Dude, my Gyarados has been up in Temecula for like 2 weeks now.
That's awesome.
Are you collecting?
I've only been collecting every like 3 or 4 days because I don't play as much anymore.
Energy weapons?
Yeah, the blue ones you get inside the shrines.
I like those.
I think they're fun. I don't know. I just like them.
Yeah,
they look cool too.
Yeah.
They're slightly brittle, but they're great against the ancient technology guys.
Have you parried a shot from the Guardian yet?
That was the only way I could kill him in the very beginning of the game, and I had to save and reload a lot because it is hard to time. For me, it's hard to time.
It's like Bald Bull in Punch Out.
Yeah, and it sucks because depending on your distance from it, the timing's different every time.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one temple in the game, you haven't been there probably,
Nah.
where there's a bunch of ones like the ones that are broken but on the ground but still shoot at you.
Okay.
And I had like 5 or 6 target me at once. And so I did more save reloads in that one like room than anywhere else in the game because I don't want to take one hit and have a broken shield. I'm like, well, I can just reload it.
Yeah.
Because the game's awesome like that. But I was like, but now, legitimately, I'm to a point where I don't need to do that anymore. I'm so strong. Like, you're probably weak as fuck. What do you have for?
That's how I was in Fallout 4 when I'm just walking around and I people would be shooting at me and I would just keep looking right where I was looking and I wouldn't kill them right away.
Yeah. Like, this game has a real, like, from where you are now to where I am, it is, like, I mean, besides being 100 hours different, but, like, you feel way stronger.
You can feel it.
Yeah, I mean, all my weapons, I have, I don't know how many, you have 6?
I upgraded it once. So.
I have a full, whatever that menu
Page.
opens, like, 5, and it's all, like, legit hardcore, strong weapons, and it starts adding variable changes to them, kind of like, well, this sword has durability up, this one has, and I just have the best weapons. So when you were mad, like, weapons break easy, later on in the game, certain ones last a long time.
Are you able to repair them?
No. The only kind of repairable ones, it's not even close. Every time you go do a dungeon, whatever race kind of, I think every time, it gives you like their legendary weapon. So for Zoras, they have like this cool spear. Like it looks like I think it's a princess's spear or something. The one, and it will last a long time. Doesn't do incredible damage, but when it does break, you can bring a regular spear and 5 flint and a diamond, and the guy will reforge it into
that one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of fun.
It's almost not worth it because diamonds are worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you could, and there's one weapon in the game that doesn't break.
Master Sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
no surprise that we're talking about that.
But it is not. It doesn't throw the balance off because if you don't use it against the right enemies, it will break for like 10 minutes.
Interesting.
So
Nice.
Because otherwise, I would just be using that the whole time.
Yeah.
But It glows when you're fighting ancient enemies, and it
Nice.
does like double damage. So against guardians, they fucking don't stand a fucking chance.
That's cool.
Yeah, but that's like endgame stuff. Like legitimately, you can go where the you guys don't read ahead, which is good. But you can go where the sword is now. You can find it, but it's like the sword in the stone right now.
Uh-huh.
There's a test of strength, and you wouldn't be able to pull it out yet.
Are you four dungeons in?
I don't pull out anyways.
I'm exploring Death Mountain right now. The whole I am a slow explorer, and so I will begin to the 4th dungeon probably in the next 20 hours.
Have you finished the elephant yet?
No, I'm in there right now. I had to stop.
All right.
From the dungeons I went to, you don't know what the other ones are, but I have spoilers to say.
Yeah, that's
that one was I've done 3, second hardest, so second easiest. There's one that was really easy. That one slightly challenging, but
You talking about the puzzle or the boss?
the actual dungeon itself.
Okay.
So puzzles.
Yeah.
Which one haven't you done? The Gerudo?
Yes.
That one I thought was out of the 3 the most challenging,
Okay.
just puzzle wise.
Yeah, I've done the other 3.
Layout. But all of them, none of them had to look up anything on the internet. So it's not
They
that
were
hard.
there. Some of them, once you get the part of the solution, I was pretty impressed with the ingenuity and the creativity.
Me
of
too.
these dungeons.
Because you can manipulate the dungeons, which is the thing in this one.
Yeah.
So everyone's different. The trunk in that one, I was it just you probably haven't progressed enough to figure out some of the things you can. It's cool. You'll see. Once you do a dungeon, I'll tell you. Whatever.
I moved the trunk.
Yeah, you moved it, but you haven't figured out any real solutions with the trunk being in certain places because it has 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell you this. When I didn't have kids, I would never look things up online. Now that I have limited time, if it takes me more than 5 minutes, I'm looking it up.
I remember that point in time, and I criticized why wouldn't you look it up? You were adamant. It's I'm never looking it up, and if you got to that point, you just not play the game.
Yeah.
And I was that is so weird. You wouldn't want to access the rest of the content because you're stuck on one puzzle.
Yeah.
And now your mentality is closer to mine now.
Well, it's because I have kids, and I have to. It's not because I still don't believe that. It's that I don't have the same amount of time to play. If I spend an hour on one puzzle, that's my entire time. I played 45 minutes yesterday. I couldn't play anymore because the kids wanted me to do some stuff.
Yeah. So you're saying you still have the mentality you think looking...
If I didn't have kids, I would be doing it the same way.
Okay, that's interesting. I can't say for this game. I've looked up stuff just for convenience wise. Okay, I wonder. This game I've looked so little up on the internet because there's no trophies at all that everything is.
That's why Brian's not That's why he's not playing it right now.
Everything's a surprise in the game. Legitimately where I'm going, things, and it's so fun just to not know what's coming. Kind of.
I agree, and the game is so large that you can't. I mean, you stay on one of the towers, like the Assassin's Creed towers you were talking about, and you see the distance, and there's 2 more distances of stuff to do.
You
and
can
it's,
see across
it's huge.
the map.
I was on one of those towers, and I was oh, there's one of the not dungeons but temples. What are they called?
Shrines.
I was oh, there's a shrine. It's not that far. I had to go the opposite way, but I was I see it, so I'm just gonna do
so
it.
Far away.
I started flying, and I'm I'm not gonna make it.
That's why I always marked on the map.
Yeah, it was.
How many
it
are
was
there?
hard.
200.
120. And there are some that are just hidden. I just found one I'd overlooked for a long time. There's an area sort of next to Hyrule Fields, but there's just a lot of hollowed out tree stumps.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember riding by there and exploring a little bit of it when I was on the way up north. There's the Lost Woods area, and I wanted to go that way. And then just exploring Death Mountain, just sailing down the mountain. I seen one in the base of a trunk. I'm dude, that's when I legit comb everything. I was happy I just backtracking found it. Because I figure by the time I explore everything, I'm probably going to be 2 or 3 shrines short because I'm not using the tracker.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, I'll look
You're
up.
not using the beeping?
No.
Interesting.
Oh,
That's
it
annoying.
annoys the shit out of me. But it still beeps because I use it for... you can track anything you take a photo of.
Okay.
So-
Were you tracking the
The super ore. The ore that is crystals growing out of it that
Okay.
drops diamonds and
Yes.
stuff. And my whole map, you can put stickers on the map.
Mm-hmm.
I have 100 stickers of where the super ores are. If that's at first it used to be where the bosses are, the big boss enemies, Lionels and stuff, and And then I just found so much ore in the game, I just started removing all the other tags I had marked on the map.
Have you ever thought about writing facts?
What?
Like the
FAQs?
Yeah, yeah. Is that what they? I just call them facts.
I
Like,
figure
like guides or walkthroughs.
by the time I played the game, there's probably 1 million people who have.
Done it already.
Yeah. I don't add anything to. Like, I'm not the guy finding secrets in the game, or exploring the code, or.
Where the guy that used like 4. There was a video where a guy used stasis and then like this and that, and he launched himself halfway across the map to get into the Lost Woods.
Did he do that?
It's just some super random. He just figured it out.
I watched one yesterday. A couple towers are like blocked off by the red ooze goop stuff. Have you seen any towers like that? Where
I saw one that was wrapped in thorns.
Okay, so certain ones have a sort of a puzzle to figure out how to get up it. So there's one guy. I was like, I didn't ever tried it. I've tried to launch like a tree and hang on to it when it's in stasis, but you immediately just fall off, or like a boulder. This guy put a bomb down, chopped a tree so it fell right over it, hit stasis when it's right on it, hit. So it was like red power to shoot away, and then right at the last minute he got on top of it, detonated his bomb, so it sent it adds momentum. So all the momentum sideways, when he hit the bomb, it shot the momentum straight up then, and because it wasn't going at an angle, just straight up, it launched him 200 feet in the air, high enough to just soar to the tower.
Nice.
And I'm like, that's
a
so
lot of
awesome.
effort.
I mean,
It's a lot of time.
I guess it could have been multiple times, but I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
how many times did you try it just until they got it right?
I watched a video of some guy who was just trying to do that, but you haven't found all the ways Korok seeds exist. There's some that are like, you find a little point and it starts like a race to get somewhere. And some guy's doing that in like a snow area and just trying to launch himself literally like 100 times instead of having to just
Run.
glide or whatever the hell. Yeah. I forget what we talked about now before.
Just finding different ways to do stuff.
Yeah, this game is great for that. I feel like I was going to go somewhere. I was saying I found a shrine, but myself. I collect ore and my map's full, and
I just said that there was a guy that used the stasis. You're talking about the towers with the red stuff on them, and there a guy tried to launch himself with the bomb, and it flew up.
yeah,
Anyway, it's a good game.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to add for now, since you haven't.
Yeah, I don't want you to spoil anything because I am playing it.
Have you found any memories yet?
Just the one of the fish princess thing.
Okay,
That's part of the story.
I mean, when you got your Sheikah Slate, there like 12 photos.
Yeah,
on
I
it.
didn't do that.
Have you been to a stables yet?
Yes.
Have you ever seen the guy? I know he's at stables. He's at Towns. You ever see the guy painting?
No.
Okay, I know he's in the first village, Kakariko village. He like gives you he's basically an NPC who exists in like multiple places at once, but he's always just traveling and drawing, painting, and
That guy in Final Fantasy X, the Albed guy that's always at every single stop. Really? He had blonde hair. He was always at every little inn you went to, and you could like update your Albed language with him.
Oh, yeah, he was on the ship too.
Was his
wasn't
name Jin?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Well, it's like that.
Arguably the best Final Fantasy game.
I've seen so many lists
Arguably.
where it's just like I don't know if there's any one game that's 100% like the best.
Final Fantasy VII is almost always...
I've seen multiple lists where it's fucking way down there. They put like 3 and 2, 10.
All the people that put 3 are the pretentious assholes that say that games that are older systems that you couldn't get in America are better than the American versions.
Is 3-6 here with Kefka?
I'm not
I don't
100%
know.
on how that all goes.
I looked at IGN did it just at the top 100 RPGs, and so did Game Informer. And Game Informer put Skyrim as the top RPG ever, and IGN did Chrono Trigger. I want to
I've
say
never played Chrono Trigger, but that's always up there.
it's usually up there. Yeah, I think they put Final Fantasy VII as 57.
See, it's interesting. So many different variables. Like, I myself, Final Fantasy wise, not RPG wise, it's a whole fucking thing. I would choose 7, but then again, I haven't played 1 through 6.
Yeah,
And-
I'm no expert on... I've only played like 4 Final Fantasies like heavily.
Yeah, but like watching gameplay, like I would have fucking loved to play those games on NES. Those games look like there's no RPGs I play in the NES, and those. I mean, okay, nowadays I played Zelda and Zelda 2, but I'm not going to take away somebody's opinion saying like one of the NES or Super NES ones are the best, because legit for like their time, they look pretty legit. So, but I mean, in my experience, 7 blew everything.
Where was Super Mario RPG?
I don't.
That's one of my top 3 favorite games ever.
It's very, very, very good.
You don't have to look at it.
All right, it was on the list. I'll tell you that. Some of them I like. I don't know if either of you played Vagrant Story.
No.
Vagrant Story is one of my top favorite games. Top 10. I loved Vagrant Story, and it was like 82 or something.
What kind of RPG is that? Just a regular?
It's set in Ivalice, so same thing as Final Fantasy Tactics and Final Fantasy 12.
That's what I was going to bring up. Like, do those games count as RPGs, tactical RPGs, on that list?
Yeah. They put Tactics. They put Tactics Ogre.
Okay.
I mean, they had anything you could think of that had any sort of RPG element.
Okay, my favorite game of all time is a tactical RPG that nobody's ever heard of, Vandal Hearts. Vandal Hearts 2 was more famous, but it was a PS1 game.
It might have been on there.
I almost doubt it. It has like no play, so it's like my underdog pick always. Mm-hmm. I love that game. I beat it multiple times, and it is tactics, but I liked it more than tactics. If that, I don't know.
Yeah,
just me.
They had 10 rated higher. IGN did.
Really?
I think 12 might have been higher than 10. I adore.
I've seen lists where 12 was 12. Super high up.
I played 12 for a little bit.
I think I played like 35% of it, and
it's remastering, come out in July.
Maybe, but then I tried to play 10 at one point in time, and when things age, like it's not just graphics, it is like mechanics.
Especially if you
dialogue.
I have no problem with the mechanics, but I played it. I mean, if you're playing it for the first time that far after it came out.
We're talking about 10 or 12?
10.
Okay. Voice acting.
That doesn't bother me either, but it's because I played it when it came out.
Yeah, I know. Like, when I tried to play, I played Goodell's copy, and like...
I played it again like 2 years ago, and I still don't have a problem with it.
Like, Titus tried to laugh as though it was so cringeworthy.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be. It's not like he was trying to be serious like Barry in Resident Evil. And
okay, fair enough. Yeah, because
like it was supposed to be
that is the worst. At least when they remade Resident Evil 1, they did the voices again. They didn't keep the same old trash.
Just had a quick thought. So, I have never played the first Resident Evil in any capacity.
What?
Did you not come over?
So, here's what I'm thinking. Is there anything I have the remastered version on PS4, so I'd play that. It's a remastered version of the GameCube one, like in HD.
Great.
Are there any other games that you have that's on like a shame list? Like I haven't played Skyrim. I've not played Fallout.
You didn't play Skyrim?
Nope. I own Fallout 3 and New
mine's
Vegas.
Metal Gear, but I think that's kind of an acquired taste.
There are things to fucking love in those games, but it is weird.
Have you played all of them? All of the Metal Gear?
We're not going down the Metal Gear road. This is my podcast.
Listen,
we're not doing it.
I've played 1 and 2. I never myself beat 1 or 2.
Okay.
I played 3 and beat it multiple times. And 4 I beat 1.5 times. And the newest one,
Phantom Pain,
I beat, and I played a bunch. So
I don't think I'd have any other ones other than
I never played a PSP.
Other than that,
no, it's got to be fucking big. I don't.
There's games that I have that I was upset. I never beat Resident Evil 4.
Really?
Yeah, I've played it a lot, but I never beat it.
That would be top 10 games for me. Resident Evil 4.
I replayed it within the last 6 months, and I will never play it again. It was so tedious towards the end. I was ready for the game to be over. I started replaying 5, and I was having more fun with 5 than I was with 4.
Really? Oh, I found 5 tedious. But
I didn't really like it.
And 4, like, the best section is, like, it goes downhill. Like, the village is so fun because all the enemies, and then castle's okay. By the time you get to the island, it's like it's like so hard, and like everybody's got machine guns and all these big. It's like I like the beginning of that game way better than the end.
How far did you get? Do you remember?
The castle.
Okay.
I got to the little guy.
Can we talk about it?
No, I don't want to keep talking about it.
No, spoilers.
Like spoilers.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, I was surprised how quickly the game ended after Krauser.
He died in the island, didn't he?
Yeah, but you defeat him, and then
he died so many times.
You defeat him. You get Ashley. You get rid of the Las Plagas, and then you fight dude.
I don't remember even the last boss. It was the village
Sadler.
Chief. But did he mutate?
It wasn't the village chief, because the village chief was the really tall guy that turned into that hanging scorpion thing in the barn.
When did we kill him? Was that
It was before the castle. You needed his eye to get into the castle. Remember, he punches you, and then he turns. He takes the barn doors and twists them so you can't get out.
This sounds familiar. Was this before or after the shootout? Like I remember being in like a house.
After.
Okay.
No, yeah, after.
I remember that part was tense as fuck.
Was it after? No. The Boris fight's before. Robert laid back. I think he's...
No, it's hot.
Oh,
I don't turn on any electronics while we're recording this.
And I was going to ask, how are you wearing jeans right now? It is hot.
I always wear pants while working. I'm not used to this. Does not add to my body heat.
Ugh. I get hot just looking at it.
Yeah, baby.
So I started watching a new show. And I'm going to make you guys watch the first episode after we're done recording.
Okay. We still have to, really fast, I still have to read the second issue of Extremity.
There's 3 issues now.
I have to watch.
Actually, there might be 4. I haven't picked up the 4th.
So I got to do some of that. Anyway.
So I want to say I saw a trailer for Brockmire. You know what it is?
Never heard of it.
Nope.
Okay, so I saw a preview for it at one point. It stars Hank Azaria, and it's a character he made up for Funny or Die. It's like a traditional baseball broadcaster that has that, like traditional voice, the really, like a Vin Scully, a Jerry Coleman, a Dick Enberg, like a really traditional voice. And it starts in 2007, and he has a complete mental breakdown during a game.
Okay.
Like he finds out his wife's cheating on him, and I've laughed out loud more in this show in the 3 episodes that I've watched.
Well, what network is it on?
It's on IFC.
Okay.
So it's already been renewed for a second season. It's already over. It's got 11 episodes. I watched 3 last night. It's so fucking funny. It's got Hank Azaria and Amanda Peet in it, and then a bunch of nobodies. But the premise of the show is he has this breakdown. He disappears for 10 years. Amanda Peet brings him back to do the voice for a minor league baseball team. And it is... I'll make you watch the first episode. It's a half an hour, so it won't be very long. But it is fucking over-the-top funny. And this is me hyping it up, and you're going to be like, it's not that funny. But Hank Azaria is fucking awesome.
I like the guy.
Awesome. And like, the first 2 episodes... The first episode, they don't swear at all. And the second one, they do, and they beep it out. And the third one, they're just swearing. I'm like, how could they go from not saying fuck to saying it and being bleeped out to saying it and not being bleeped out?
It's funny. I can understand the pilot not having it for some reason.
It is... Like, it caught me completely off guard because I knew I wanted to watch it because it was about a baseball announcer, and I completely forgot about it. And they were talking about it on sports radio this week, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna set it up to record. Katrina set it up to record, and we have the whole season.
How many episodes?
11, I think.
Okay.
But it is fucking...
That's funny. I never heard of it at all. It must not get much like advertising.
IFC. Yeah. I mean...
What is IFC?
Independent Film Channel.
But I've heard of like Portlandia and stuff.
Yeah, but Portlandia was around for how long?
No idea, but I mean...
Quite a while.
At least I've seen like trailer... Like,
I saw the trailer for this in a movie. I just can't remember what movie it was. I saw it before,
really?
like when they were doing like the 20, beforehand. But he's got like the checkered jacket, and he's got that like 1920s voice, even though it takes place in
present
2007, and then it jumps 10 years to present day.
That's funny.
All right.
It's pretty good. Like I like it a lot. I can't remember the last time I found a show this funny, and I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but this made me laugh so fucking hard.
Are you caught up on that show?
Yeah, good show.
Yeah, I just watched the Gina Gershon episode yesterday.
The best episode that's ever had was a Terry episode, where Terry Crews is outside looking for something that like flew out of the car in his neighborhood, and he gets fucking handcuffed and patted down by a cop because he's black. Like, it was a serious episode, and it was really good.
Well,
it was done really well. Good. What are you looking for?
my stuff when it comes up.
Okay,
I'm just opening the page. So
okay, yeah, fucking Brockmire though. A+. I love the show. I can't say anything, but actually, there's a romantic part of it with him and Amanda Peet, and it happens like way, way, way too fast, like beyond fast. But
they start as friends.
Yeah, but it's easy to overlook because the show's that funny.
When he said he was playing Zelda, that's what you're playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have nothing. Like, that's what I'm playing.
Okay. I should be playing it, but I'm not. I'm trying to finish out a lot of my disc games so I can get rid of them. So I ended up finishing. I ended up finishing the first Black Ops. Oh, and I told you, but I made a decision that for most games now, I probably won't do difficulty trophies. Like, I'm not going to run through veteran. And I ran into something similar that you had said about not wanting to spend 45 minutes on one puzzle. Because I spent about 45 minutes on one 2-minute loop inside of a corridor on veteran, and eventually said, fuck this, I'm done. And I switched it to regular, and I'm just going to go. So that decision was made. But after I finished Black Ops, I'm doing Battlefield Bad Company, and then I actually might do Fallout 3. Because I need to get that off my shit list.
If you do Fallout 3, are you committed? Or you don't feel that way to play the next ones? Or is this going to be like in 5 more years, then they'll play New Vegas? And
it's such a long game. I'll probably play a few more quick ones. And then I'm assuming I'll enjoy it. I've heard so many good things about it that I'll probably play New Vegas.
The graphics are going to be terrible.
Yeah, relatively quickly. I don't have anything.
Such good parts in the game.
There's no game coming out that I want day one besides the Final Fantasy VII remake or Last of Us 2, and those are coming out not this year. Well, depending on what happens at E3 at the end of
Shadows
this month.
of War. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a day one for me.
It's going to be a day one for me. I like the last one a lot.
I feel like something else popped up recently that is now day one, but God, if I remember, I don't know.
I haven't seen anything. But we're going to get announcements in 4 weeks anyway. They might say, "Oh, Final Fantasy's out tomorrow." We don't know.
We got 15 minutes left.
So
I'm still not sold on like Final Fantasy maybe being day of, depending just how it is. I want it to be.
The last game I took a day off work of was Arkham Knight, and I told Robert this, that I didn't like doing that anymore because I didn't like to just blow through the experience super fast. I kind of like going out. God of War might be one, maybe, because the new one looks fantastic.
When's the last time they showed anything on it? It's been like a year and change.
But they might do the same thing they did with Fallout 4, where they announce it,
I think it's like 3 or 4 months later.
Yeah.
What's the zombie game where they showed off like a year and a half?
Oh, Days Gone By.
If that is as good as it looks,
I think that's it.
between that and Last of Us.
Is that the one with all the zombies running at the people?
Yeah.
The one guy, like a biker
cool.
dude. If it, granted, it was a tech demo kind of base. Or I mean,
that was the one with like the semi truck and the people running away. Like they were saying that you can't defeat all of them; you have to run and stuff.
Basically, that's what it was.
That looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought it looked legit. Whether it's good, it'll be as good as
They might announce. I don't know if this would happen.
Spider-Man.
Oh
yeah, that's mine. I think it's December 31st of this year though. It's like as late as you can possibly get.
You'd think they'd put it right before Christmas,
right? That's what I said when I looked at the release date.
And that seems like a tenuous release date. Like that's not like they announced it to be this year and they always put the last day. Okay, we can run through. I was just gonna do. This is the game that I see in another show. Movie posters.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen one?
I've seen a movie poster. Yes.
Okay, perfect. then you're fit to play.
All right.
They usually have taglines that go with them.
Okay.
Not always related to the movie. Sometimes they're great puns. I'm going to list a couple, and some are absolutely you would never guess, especially if I don't give you a hint. But we'll see if you guys how well you do. I'll try to start easy, and there's a lot of places that have like a list of them. So I have one. There's like 66. You guys will probably know like 20.
Okay.
So if you want to play that.
Well, you want to keep track?
No.
Okay, just go.
No, you just don't seem excited.
No, I'm
You should
fine.
be excited.
It's just fucking hot.
You should
Sweating
be-
bullets in here.
Yeah.
You should be happy right now.
It was like 90-something degrees.
What I'm providing for you.
Is that one of the taglines? You should be happy right now?
Yeah, I know.
Death to Smoochie.
Whoever wins, we lose.
Alien versus Predator.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This one's kind of hard. The longer you wait, the harder it gets.
The longer you wait, the harder it gets.
Yeah.
40 days and 40 nights?
127 hours.
No. You know how close, just wordage you came to.
40 Days of Night?
No.
Damn it.
Does it have 40 in the title?
Yeah.
40-year-old virgin?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
The bitch is back.
That sounds familiar.
This is very vague.
Does it have to do with a dog?
No. That would be
Is
fun.
it 101 Dalmatians 2?
No.
There's no way they would.
All right,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
There's a movie. This is the third movie in this franchise. In the second movie, the character, his most famous line, she called somebody a bitch.
Harry Potter.
The bitch is back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's like this evil thing was threatening a little girl.
Uh,
And then the main character stepped in
threatening a little girl.
and stopped it. Yeah.
Is the bitch the evil thing?
Yeah.
Should I know this? Like I know the movie?
Is it a horror movie?
No, but kinda.
No, what kind of?
I would never classify it as a just pure horror now.
So it's a comedy
But
movie?
it's scary as shit. I mean, it can be.
Pet Cemetery?
No.
Is it like
2?
Exorcist?
What is it?
No. Okay, hold on.
Poltergeist?
How many of these do you have?
There's a bunch of them on here, but... what if I said, get away from her,
That sounds familiar too, but
you bitch.
oh wait, this is
That just reminds me of the
It's just gonna be
Belichick,
Dead
Belichick's
Space.
No,
fight.
No.
I thought this quote was like synonymous with
What is
the
it?
movie frame. So,
Get away from here, you bitch.
get away from her, you bitch.
Get away from her, you
oh,
bitch.
it's Aliens.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, Alien 3 is
Okay.
the bitch is back.
All right,
Is that movie quote not?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the tagline for the movie almost. Like, get away from her. I mean,
I didn't even know. That was
No?
weird. That was weird that all three of those movies were... the first three were all directed by a different director.
yeah, Cameron stepped in and made the best one.
Yeah.
Per usual.
And I also didn't know Ridley Scott directed Thelma and Louise. I found that out today.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He did the first Alien, though. And this other one, which is mixed reviews.
And Prometheus.
And Prometheus.
Prometheus kind of sucked. Okay, I like this one. Trapped in time, surrounded by evil, low on gas.
Army of Darkness.
Yes.
I tried to make him watch it, and it's not easy to watch if you've never seen it before.
Yeah. The true story of a real fake.
Catch Me If You Can.
Correct.
Nice.
Escape or die frying.
Sausage Party.
No.
Ratatouille.
That's a good guess. No.
Escape or Die Frying.
You guys are on the right like vein. It's sort of one of like that.
It's a cooking thing.
It's an escape movie.
The Rock.
Parody's a great escape in a way.
Escape or Die Frying. The Day After Tomorrow.
No. Claymation.
Claymation.
Yeah.
Clay Fighter.
It's funny. I've never seen it, to be honest.
Escape.
Monkey
Is it a
Bone?
Wallace and Gromit?
No. It kind of looks like it. Oh, yeah.
Shaun the Sheep.
Escape or Die Frying.
Yeah. Main characters are all animals.
Is it like the chicken one? Chicken coop? Or chicken something?
Chicken Run.
There we go.
Yeah. Never saw it.
Me neither.
No, I haven't.
But it's like everyone knows what it is, right?
Yeah.
You guys. Just because they serve you doesn't mean they like you.
Waiting.
No.
Damn it! That was a great movie.
Yeah, that was a good
Just
guess.
because they serve you.
I went and saw that movie in the theater with people I went to church with, and they walked out, and I was really mad because
Just
I wanted to
because
watch
they
it.
served
It's a
you
gross movie. I mean,
doesn't
but
mean
still.
they like you.
Yeah. This
It's
is
not
this,
Waiting.
No. This
The
is,
Help.
This is a Robert movie. No.
No, I know Clerks.
Yes. Super easy. One Dream, 4 Jamaicans, 20 Below Zero.
Cool Runnings.
This is going to be horrible. Hey, listen to this. My brother got this in a heartbeat. After a night they can't remember comes a day they'll never forget.
Harold and Kumar.
No,
Hangover.
because they... That would be a good one, but that's not. Akin to that. Where they can't remember the day before, and they have to spend the whole day trying to figure out what
After
they
a
did.
night they can't remember comes a day.
It's just... that would be like, that's-
Oh, it's Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah. His story will touch you, even though he can't.
Ghost Dad.
Ghost.
Nope. No ghosts. It's not that kind of...
His story will touch you. Is it like an angel thing?
Bubble Boy.
Nope. Nope. Main character is protagonist who is weird, and
Powder.
he shouldn't touch you or he might cut you.
Edward
Edward
Scissorhands.
Scissorhands.
Yeah.
Powder was a good movie.
No, it wasn't.
I liked it.
I liked Phenomenon.
One man struggled to take it easy.
Easy Rider.
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller. There are 3.7 trillion fish in the ocean. They're looking for one.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fish.
Yeah.
That's a lot of mercury.
I guess it's here they grow again.
Here they grow again.
Yeah.
Baby Geniuses too.
No. It's a 2. Obviously.
Here They Grow Again. Have you seen this movie? Have I seen this movie?
Yeah. The Hulk's in this movie.
Edward Norton?
No,
Mark Ruffalo?
not that Hulk.
Eric Bana?
No.
Lou
The
Ferrigno?
Hogan Hulk.
Oh, Hulk. Wait, Hulk Hogan's in it?
Yeah.
And what was the tagline?
Here They Grow Again.
And Hulk Hogan's in it.
Yeah, cameo.
Well,
Office building setting. Just had water.
Gremlins?
Are they growing?
Gremlins, too.
Oh.
I don't remember that movie.
I thought it was like
Other than
Pineapple
the Spider
Express
Gremlin
2,
and
and
the
I had a
Dr.
movie I'd
Gremlin.
never heard of.
I've never seen this movie, but I assume you may both have. Even a hitman deserves a second shot. Cool tagline.
The whole 10 yards?
No,
The whole 9 yards?
no,
Hitman.
no.
Even a hitman deserves a second shot?
Yeah.
Give it any other hint there?
Since I never watched it, I know it has to do with the high school reunion.
Oh, Grosse Point Blank.
Yeah.
Good movie.
I saw that.
Really good movie, actually.
There can be...
Highlander. Only one.
Yeah, I was trying to stretch that out. That's an instant.
Would you have got that instantly?
It might take me half a minute or something.
The Last Man on Earth is not alone.
I Am Legend?
Correct.
Dude, that had such a sad scene when the dog died. That was
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, great. Like 70% of the movie.
The book was really good, too.
The short story.
Yeah, but it was a short story, but it was like 150 pages.
Earth. Take a good look. It could be your last.
Independence Day.
Correct.
Really?
Yeah. An adventure. 65 million years in the making.
Land Before Time.
No.
No, it's Jurassic Park.
Correct.
Land Before Time 2.
Reality is a thing of the past.
Lawnmower Man.
No.
Really?
Total Recall.
Nope. So that's a good guess.
Demolition Man.
Nope.
The other thing that he was in that was like that.
Last Action Hero.
Nope. Nope.
What was it again?
Reality is a thing of the past. Reality is not what you think. This place,
The Matrix.
The Matrix.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the tagline? That's a shitty tagline for that movie.
Protecting the Earth from the scum of the universe.
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Yes. Some funny ones.
That's a
in there.
great movie.
If Nancy doesn't wake up screaming, she won't wake up at all.
I have no idea.
Or,
If Nancy...
yeah. If Nancy doesn't wake up screaming, she won't wake up at all.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Horror movie. Has to do with sleeping.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah.
Really? That was the tagline?
Yeah. This one's good. Work sucks.
Office Space?
Correct. That was funny. A classic story about a boy and his mother.
Psycho?
Yes.
That's an excellent tagline. I love that.
I thought that we've all seen that movie.
The original?
Psycho. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the
I
American-
didn't. The
I've seen
death
the
in that
American
took place a
version.
lot earlier in the movie than I thought it
Yeah,
would.
that was the
Yeah.
twist. The main character got killed off in like a third of the way, whatever. 40.
Oh, it was so early.
That was like the big twist. I thought, but the more the reveal.
Isn't that Jamie Lee Curtis's mom?
I don't know.
Was the name like Janet Leigh or something?
Mhm.
I'm not sure. I've seen the American version of it.
You saw the one with Vince Vaughn?
American Psycho.
Oh, yeah.
The mission is a man.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Nope.
The mission.
Tootsie.
Oh, Saving Private Ryan.
You got it. The list is life.
Schindler's List.
Correct. A romantic comedy.
With zombies.
Yes.
Shaun of the Dead.
This is a weird one, not a great tagline, but the thing that won't die in the nightmare that won't end.
Friday the 13th?
It's not even a horror movie.
Really?
Yeah.
The thing that won't die.
In the nightmare that won't end.
And or in the nightmare.
In the nightmare that
In
won't
the
end.
nightmare that won't.
But
end.
it's not. It doesn't take place in a nightmare either.
Weekend at Bernie's.
You just ruined the last one. I can't do. This one is like, I remember it was like a funny one. A movie about a very lively guy who isn't.
Drop Dead Fred.
No.
I'm just kidding.
This one's a,
Yeah, who won't die in the nightmare that won't end? I don't know.
what is that clue? Arnold's in it.
Say it again?
The thing that won't die.
Terminator?
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah.
Huh.
The nightmare that won't end. Not a great tagline for.
No.
This one's just funny, particular to a scene. Love is in the hair.
Oh,
Yes. Mary.
Yeah. Surprised you got that.
There's something about Mary. I couldn't think of the name.
On the air. Unaware.
Truman Show?
Yeah, I like that. And Weekend at Bernie's will be like the last one, so this one I think is stupid. It's just...
Is this the last
This
one?
will be the
we're
last
doing?
one then.
Okay.
The coast is toast.
Is it
is
the
it
earthquake movie?
one with The Rock?
No. Good guess. It's basically...
Day After Tomorrow?
No.
Deep Impact.
No.
A volcano.
Yes.
Nice. It had to be a catastrophe movie.
Yeah. There's a bunch of dumb movies we haven't seen, but yeah. So you guys didn't need that many clues.
No.
I mean,
Well, some of them were.
welcome to the suck, Jarhead. You guys weren't gonna guess that. It's
No.
dumb.
Are we at the end?
Yeah.
What do you really, just half a second, what do we think about young Sheldon?
Oh, I stopped watching Big Bang Theory because the show's fucking terrible.
I've never seen an episode.
Oh, yeah, they're making a young Sheldon. I watched, there's like a 5-minute trailer online and I stopped it a minute and a half
I
in.
heard that a while ago. It's a whole offshoot.
Yeah,
right?
and
I
it
stopped
doesn't-
watching like 3 or 4
But-
episodes into the season, and I deleted it. I don't even record it anymore.
No. I have not caught up on any of it.
There's gonna
It's
be
not on Hulu, so I can't watch it.
There's gonna be something cool like somebody who played his mom or the original show or something.
It's not.
Roseanne's sister.
Yeah. Oh, they're redoing that show.
And it's a revival they're using.
And they're doing another season of X-Files.
Was it something like they ever show his mom in flashbacks, and that person's going to be the actress in the mom?
I
for young
think
Sheldon?
what's her name? Jackie Metcalf. Something. Lori Metcalf was always in the throwback. I don't think it was this person.
No Sheldon. But that's it. We're over an hour. We're good to go. I'm gonna have to cut out some stuff because there's some dead time. I'm fucking tired.
We still have to watch that show.
Oh yeah, so we'll do that. That's this week's episode of 95 Nerds with Robert Swathwood, Corey Urko,
Bye bye.
and Brian Pasfume.
Bye, guys.